These are things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. First up, we have bath bombs. Now, obviously this is made to look like a cupcake, and I literally think that's whipped cream on top. Like, what's the point of this? I go to a Lush, I leave hungry and a little bit broke. I'm not happy. How disappointing for someone to be like, look what I got you for your birthday. You're like, oh my God, a cupcake. I'm so hungry. Thank you. They're like, no, this is a powder to soak your flesh in. So we have geodes. Now, when I look at this picture, I'm immediately thirsty for a grape soda. Whoever made rock candy really came in to save the day because I want to eat this rock so badly. We have insulation. Now, every time I went up to the attic as a kid, I literally thought I just stepped into the circus and we stuffed the walls with cotton candy. Why does this look so delicious, and why did they make it pink? Every time I went up to the attic, my parents had to tell me 10 times, don't touch the walls. It's not cotton candy. Please do not eat this. Things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 2. We have lava, which I can't explain why, but feels marshmallow flavored to me. I understand that coming in contact with this would burn my skull off, but I'm still interested, I have to say. Has anyone tasted this before? Do we know that it's not marshmallow flavored? Because I'm very curious. So we have chapstick, the forbidden lollipop. It smells delicious and it tastes so good on your lips, so why can't I take a bite out of this? Has anyone tried? Because now I'm really curious about it. Like, you take a bite out of a Tootsie Pop and it's okay. Can I take a bite out of this, like, waxy substance and suck on it for a while? We have Orbeez. These look freaking delicious. What is the purpose of these if you're not supposed to eat them? I really want to chew them like a raspberry gusher right now. They also look like that fish egg frozen yogurt topping. I really don't understand what kind of conspiracy this is. You're telling me Wonder Balls were banned from the US for a choking hazard, but these are allowed? And what's the purpose of them if they're not edible? What kind of craft are you supposed to do with this? You're supposed to eat these. You can't convince me otherwise. Things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 3. So we have cattails, aka nature's hot dog. Now, I know in my head that this is just a bunch of seeds, and if I took a bite, it would taste like cotton balls in my mouth, but I am like a rabid raccoon salivating for this. I just want to put ketchup and mustard all over it and just at least try. Laundry detergent. Now, I know this has kind of been beaten to death, but you can't tell me this doesn't look delicious. And after all the controversy, they didn't even change it. Like, I don't know what's in fruit snacks and I don't know what's in these, but honestly, I'm willing to try both. You know, back in the day when you said a bad word and your mom would wash your mouth out with soap, this is like the 2021 version. Like, I'm just going to give you the forbidden candy since you said that bad word. Why don't you just try it? We have Play-Doh. Now, maybe because I've had McDonald's my whole life and that's also chemically created, but that like chemical smell coming from it kind of is very appetizing to me. And then sometimes they have the audacity to fruit scent it, and then they want you to mash it into little fruit shapes. Like, you can't tell me that's not whipped cream on top. Are you trying to poison me? Because judging by this series, it really wouldn't be that hard. Your things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 4. First up, we have spackle. You're telling me you're supposed to put this on a wall to cover up holes? What a waste. I want to put this on a funfetti cake or even skip that step and just dunk my fingers in and go... You know what they say? Everything's edible. Some things are just only edible once. So we have supernovas. Why do space pictures always make me hungry? This looks like intergalactic cotton candy. You've got like your strawberry here, your orange here, your blue raspberry. I know if I was in like 20,000 light years of this, I'd be obliterated, but I wouldn't be hungry anymore. Finally, we have bouncy balls. You're telling me Wonder Balls were banned from the United States because of a choking hazard, but these are okay. These look like little sour candies. They look sugar-coated. Whenever I would play the little bouncy ball game at the Dairy Queen, I always try to sneak a little bite in the corner just in case. Your things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 5. So we have erasers. They look so good, like bubblegum, and it looks so soft to sink your teeth in like a packing peanut. Turns out it's neither of those things, and you're selling these to school kids? False advertising. You don't think as soon as Mrs. Harris turns her head away while she's reading Junie B. Jones on the first day of school, I'm not going to try to take a bite? Absolutely. So we have clouds. It was like my dream as a kid to eat one of these. First, I wanted to jump on it like a foam pit at the Sky Zone, and then I want to take a big bite because it looks like cotton candy. Turns out you can do neither of those things. It'll just evaporate. Mother Nature, the tomfoolery. I recycle. Why are you playing tricks on me? If I leave the little silica packets, I think they're supposed to help with like moisture or something, but I just thought my Amazon package came with a little snack. Like, thank you, Jeff. And then they put do not eat on it. Like, before that, I really wasn't considering, but now I'm hungry, confused, and a little tempted. There are things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 6. First, we have shaving cream. This is indiscernible from whipped cream. They look exactly the same. How am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to put on my face to lubricate the blades and what I'm supposed to put on a delicious pumpkin pie to enhance the flavor? Because we all know that pumpkin pies are not that good on their own. So we have chalk. This looks like it would be in the final stage of the Willy Wonka factory. Like, Violet, you're eating chalk. How cruel and traumatic to tell kids, oh, this thing looks like candy. No, rub it on the hard, hot asphalt and draw a beautiful purple cat or elf. We have urinal cakes. I cannot be the only person that went to a public restroom for the first time, looked down and went, why is there candy in here? Can I take this? Seriously? And then I have to do my business on it? Are you going to stick a bucket of fried chicken in there next time too and make me do my business on that? That is cruel. I was told not to waste food in kindergarten class just a second ago, and now you're putting me in this situation? I'm confused. Things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 7. So we have purple glue sticks. Why is it a delicious grape color, and why does it look chewy like bubblegum? You're just going to be in school for hours waiting for lunch and expect me not to reach in my pencil box and try a little bite of this? Seriously, as soon as it's arts and craft time and I'm making my handprint turkey, when Mrs. Tyler turns around, I'm taking a bite. I don't care. So we have bingo tokens. These look so good. It looks like a Jolly Rancher that you sat on a hot summer day, and let me tell you, when you peel it off the pavement, they're still delicious. Seriously, how is Charlene, who's losing her vision fast and can't remember the name of her grandkid, supposed to know during 5 o'clock late night bingo at the nursing home that this isn't edible? Honestly, suspicious. I have this shampoo. This looks delicious, and if you've ever smelled it, oh my god, and it's called Smoothie. You're telling me this is not a collaboration with the Jamba Juice? This is not the syrup they use for that delicious pink drink at the Starbucks? I don't believe it. You're gonna put me in the shower alone with this and expect me not to try? Foolish. There are things that look delicious but shockingly aren't edible. Part 8. First up, we have marbles. You cannot tell me this is not a green apple blue raspberry swirl. Like the glossy finish, everything, it looks so yummy. Seriously, what's the point of marbles anyway other than being a candy imposter? Is there like a game you're supposed to play with them? Because it just feels like preschool Darwinism to me. So we have Himalayan salt lamps. I don't know if it's a proximity to lava, which I also want to eat, but this just looks like it has a gooey marshmallow center, and I just really want to try it. Also, it's called a salt lamp, and you expect me not to taste it? Are you kidding me? Call this the Great British Bake Off because I'm going to do a taste test. Finally, we have dog treats. Are you kidding me? These look so good, and Fluffy is not going to be rating you on presentation. I promise you that. You're going to be more confused than the movie Inception when your brain says cookie but your tongue says beef. Ew, one time I went to a dog birthday party and I took one of these out of the bowl and started eating it, and everyone looked at me like I was a caveman. They were like, those are for the dogs. And I panicked. I didn't know what to say, so I was like, oh, I know. I wasn't invited back. These are things that look delicious but shockingly aren't edible. Part 9. First, we have stained glass. I'm not fully convinced that this isn't just melted Jolly Ranchers stuck together in a mosaic, and it was very distracting when I was dragged to church as a kid and I had no idea what was going on, but was staring at this the entire time like there was a game of Candyland on the wall, and then all they fed you was a little wafer that tasted like cardboard. Like even Jessica's third birthday had better goodie bags than that. Next up, we have science diagrams, specifically this cell one. I don't know if it's because the nucleus looks like a little gobstopper or because I've been up since 6 a.m. and was starving, but I was ready to rip this page out of that McGraw-Hill 7th edition and just try. Also, they never taught me this, but the Sentio looks like a rigatoni noodle, and I don't think I ever would have forgotten that if that's the way I was taught. Finally, have these fruit erasers, and they would even smell like the fruit, which was just a cruel joke. I was literally at the Scholastic Book Fair, and my mom bought these for me, and I threw a big tantrum that she wouldn't let me eat them, and then finally she was like, you know what, go ahead, try, eat them. And I did not like it, and from there on out, I always listened to her. Just things that look delicious, but shockingly aren't edible. Part 10. First, we have these pencil grippers. This looks like gummy bear pasta. I was really given one of these in the first grade because I was holding my pencil like a spear and told not to eat it. Are you kidding me? I just cheated on my spelling test because I didn't know how to spell the, and I was supposed to figure out that I'm not supposed to eat this. What? Next, we have glow sticks, the Forbidden Mountain Dew. When I was a kid, I wanted to crack one of these open so badly because I saw enough superhero movies to know that this is a one-way ticket to X-ray vision and the ability to fly, but when I did actually crack one open and drink it, all I got was my stomach bug. Finally, we have this rock. Yes, it's not a piece of fried chicken. It's not even a piece of fried chicken that someone sent through a bedazzler. It's just a rock. It reminds me of the county fair when they're like fried Oreos, fried Twinkies, fried rocks. And if I saw this in person, I'd be on the phone with my dentist because I could not stop myself from trying a bite, and I would lose all of these puppies in the process. These are things that look delicious but shockingly aren't edible. Part 11. First, we have toothpaste. Are you kidding me? This is not icing. This is not going on top of a funfetti cake because when I was a kid, I found a tube of this in my closet and I squeezed half of it in my mouth and I was unpleasantly surprised. I really do think that all the dentists got together and said, this stuff already looks delicious. We got to make it taste bad because there's not going to be a cavity to extract in town if they want to bribe. Next, we have paint. You cannot make something this bright and colorful and expect me not to eat it. When I was a kid, my parents repainted their bedroom and I went to the Sherman-Williams with them and I love looking at those little paint cards. I was like, Mom, is this the menu? And then they put toxic, do not eat on the side. Like, that's not a warning. That's a challenge. Just tell me it's made of vegetables and then I'll stay away. Finally, we have slime. I wasn't really worried about Dolly the sheep, but science has gone too far this time because my 26-year-old brain can watch you pour a vat of Elmer's glue into this, and as soon as it comes out of the fridge, I'm hungry. You cannot tell me this is not soft serve ice cream. This is not Superman ice cream because I just want to try a bite.